Hi, I'm Pop2 and this is Pop2 Teaches. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to lip sync.
Lip sync. Lip syncing. It's not just puppet mastering, people. It's all about the switch and the wiggle. The switch and the wiggle.
Hey, I'm looking both ways. I'm trying to see where everybody's at. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open up this program and we're going to start a new layer. We're gonna create a face. I'm gonna do this real quickly like. It's gonna go like that in front of your screen. I'm gonna create a head.
Wait. Slow down. You do know how to activate the layer in the layers menu, right? If not, this is what you need to do.
And I'll stop from time to time to let you know what the heck it is that I'm doing. But mostly it's gonna be a fast run real quick because it takes time, people. If you're gonna do animation, you're gonna need some time. So we're gonna create a real quick one of those scenarios and we're gonna speed up into now. All about layers in Anime Studio Pro, people. It's all about layers, pretty much in any type of video editing program or image editing program or animation. It's all about layers. So you need your layers, and within a layer there will be some layers, and that's what I've done here. I've added a layer which will highlight this character's eyes, but I wanted the eyeliner black. But at the same time, I didn't want to have the lips black. I wanted my lips red. And that requires two borders, which can be a real task, an impossible one, when you try to do one vector. What you have to do is create a second vector and layer it on top of the first one. And you can eliminate the fill color and just utilize the border. There you go. So it's basically a copy and paste. Except with the paste level, which is now on top of the original level, you will have to remove the fill, which will allow the layer below the now copied layer to shine through or show through. And that's what we're trying to do here. So in essence, this is kind of like a filter or a shading effect, but without shade, with solid colors, like a border. And you can do this over and over and over, depending on how many times you want to do this. And you can do it with shading, and so you can create those subtle differences in skin tone as light bounces around the angles of one's head. Or you can just go very basic, keep it burrito style. Solid colors, heavy borders. Now lip syncing in theory is a wonderful idea. I loved it, I jumped on the opportunity. I think that was one of the main selling features of Anime Studio Pro. I'm like, I can lip sync my characters automatically. I don't have to actually maneuver the mouth up and down and fill in the blank. No, that's old school. We want new school, use technology. I'm a bit picky, and I don't like it when an L sound that's supposed to look like this looks like an O sound, like that, or an E sound. So I started noticing that when you matched up the actual sound, listening to it, with what the layer represents as that sound was often wrong. Like you're holding a note, oh, and in that note, the mouth's moving like that.
Are you kidding me? Are we seriously gonna give this thing a try?
It's not gonna work. I can't do that. So I needed something that's a little more precise, because I found myself going back and editing the switch. I was becoming a bit frustrated. I was becoming frustrated. And I got to thinking, there's got to be a better way. Well, I came across a script called Bone Wiggle. And basically what that does is, like, every time there's a sound, the bone moves. And you can determine the angle of the move. Now, if the bone's moving on the basis of sound, you can assign different regions of a vector. Bone Wiggle kind of mimics what I'm doing here with my finger. It's going to go back to the pivot point, which is where my knuckle is. The node is going to follow a pattern to the point of the bone. And so that's what the Bone Wiggle basically does. Except it's not my finger, just a bone on the screen. And you won't see my finger or the bone when it's finally rendered.
Are you kidding me? Are we seriously gonna give this thing a try?
That ain't gonna work. So I kept manipulating and trying to put a couple bone points on this side. You got it, but it was like, just the mouth was stretching out. You know, like every time you talk, but not all vowels and syllables and sounds or whatever. You know, have your face go like that. There's some of them that actually make your lips go together, like, ooh, ooh, I just discovered that lips, ooh, sometimes go in and not always out, up and down. They do a combination of all those things. I'm frustrated still. Now, I reinvestigate after version 9 comes out, and I discovered that there's a layer wiggle. Now, there may have been one in version 8, but I didn't bother to look for it. What does layer wiggle mean? It means I can assign an entire section to just go up and down. No modulations, no twisting, no turning, no, it's just straight up and down.
Are you kidding me? Are we seriously gonna give this thing a try?
Which is good. I can use the bones to tweak my lips into whatever shapes I want with the new Smart Bones. Bone action window, Smart Bones. So that's what I did. I kind of used that and created kind of a puppet effect. Now, the original, the mouse switch, that had some nice aspects because it would show your teeth and your tongue in different positions as you would form letters and sounds by hand. I want some automation here.
Are you kidding me? Are we seriously gonna give this thing a try?
So I discovered that along with the layer wiggle and the bone wiggle, that I could run that same sound with the mouse switch, but hide the mouth behind my puppeteering. Open space shows the layer that's the furthest back, which would be the mouth layer. And I just gotta take off the lips. And I can run any sort of preset mouth that's already available in the library, or I can create my own, which I chose to do so. If you create your own, you don't have to go through all those layers that you use that switch back and forth to show what sound you're making. All you really need when you have a puppeting aspect that can make the lips go in and out, and stretch out, is you just need a couple of variations of where the teeth will be placed at any moment. You just need some bottom row teeth to show from time to time and some upper teeth to show from time to time. And got to get that L, when I go to and maybe the friendly folks here forward, into all the F, the O sounds. I don't need any teeth at all. So you basically are going to take the 11 or so, whatever it is, number of layers in a mouse switch and reduce that down to about 6, because that's all you need. Maybe 5 even. You just need a few different variations, which eliminates the choices that the computer has to make when it goes through the process of creating the mouth movements. Excuse me. I'm doing a Mario Rubio here. Get dry mouth, I need water. So basically what I've done is I let the computer off a little easy by not having it think too much, by eliminating its choices. So I get a better switch action that occurs in the background. But the good news is, even if it makes mistakes in the background, most of those mistakes are covered by what's happening in front of them, aka the lips.
Are you kidding me? Are we seriously gonna give this thing a try?
So the lips can be doing all sorts of things and hiding, the teeth can be blah 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 going all over the place. But all you really care about when you're looking at it is, does the jaw go up and down with the mouth? Yes. Yeah, the teeth are doing whatever they do. We've seen a bunch of teeth in people. Some people got, all kinds of teeth in there. They got rows and rows of sharp teeth. And some people have dentures, and occasionally they just pop down. And suddenly you're looking at the top. You can't figure out what's going on. There's a set of teeth down here, and you're looking above the denture, and there's space between that and their palate. You're like, oh, what's going on? There's like 2 mouths inside that mouth. We've seen those types of people. And the frightening part, they're usually like older and related to us. What I'm trying to say here is that we don't really concern ourselves anymore with what's happening behind the lips. Now all I have to do is record the sound, run the layer wiggle. Layer wiggle does its thing. I got a bone that'll manipulate the outside parts of the mouth, so I just got to make a couple of changes on the timeline with that. And I'll have one that will create the outer part of the lips going up and down. But mostly it's just to make a smile after I'm done talking.
Hey, we're having fun doing this audio lip syncing test.